Hi everyone, and welcome back to this week's episode of Mwalimu Kipepeo, where we learn a thing or two. My name is Jasmine Omboye, and I am glad that you are joining us today on this journey. We shall be heading all the way to the coast at the port of Mombasa to tackle a topic on work ethic and life's demands. How do you strike a balance between the two? I will be glad to read your comments on our Facebook page, Mwalimu Kipepeo. Hop on and enjoy the discussion. So a few weeks ago during my break, I went to the coast and even made new friends. Among them was a gentleman who is my guest today, and he was introduced to me by my younger sister. We have so far done several projects together, and I am looking forward to doing many more projects with him. He is a very hardworking person, and I figured we should have this discussion on striking a balance between work and other life demands with him. His name is Emmanuel Mwadime, and he is here with us to have this discussion. Hi Mwadime, karibu sana. Please say hi to our listeners and give a brief introduction of yourself.
Hi listeners, my name is Emmanuel Mwadime. I work in Mombasa, Port Operations. I'm glad to be hosted by you, Jasmine, as we discuss this topic, work relations, work ethics and life demands. Karibuni sana.
Okay, so tell us, why is this topic of discussion very important to you? Because it's something that you have brought up and several times, and now I decided, let's have you on board to just have this discussion. So just let us know why it's important to you.
Work ethics and life demands is a very delicate topic per se, because you need a balance. You need to strike a balance on how you're going to handle your work and how you're going to handle your family and how you're going to handle your surrounding. So our bodies have been made for nature, so you cannot be saying that you're only working throughout. There's a time that your body will just refuse, and it will need you to revisit. So generally, work ethics is like a discipline for you to strike a discipline between my work and my life. So, and a balance on how to balance the two, and how to just manage them. So you really need to have a pattern on how to manage your work.
Tell us more about having a proper work ethic in our society today. Why is it important to have it? Because I think a lot has been happening even this week in terms of the workplace. But tell us more about having a proper work ethic in our society today.
To have a proper work ethic in our society, you need to be disciplined and to have specific traits that when one looks at you, he will notice, and he will be able to judge the type of person you are, how you interact with your colleagues, how you engage with others, how you work yourself, how you dedicate yourself towards the work, your productivity levels, and your level of integrity, your just the way of how you conduct yourself gives you an overview of how best you are suited in that field. And to be precise, uh, it really requires a lot of morals to be built in, and generally, uh, the best way is to make sure that you stick to your lens and you stick to your morals, that you don't change from who you have been, so that when, let's say, you're told that this day Emmanuel is going to handle a certain task, and the person and the clients, they will view as since since this job has been given to Emmanuel, they know that it will be done the best way. So it really helps a lot in terms of our careers, and in terms of how you present yourself. It's like a package in its own. It's like a package of how you present yourself. There's a time in your job you'll be asked to do a debate between your job and your friends, and mostly the job wins. So I remember some of my friends would call me, but they tell me that you're the one who is not available. We are always available, but you're not available. So I somehow lose some of my friends. That's true. But then I had goals to achieve. I had a life to live. So I knew that there's a time for everything. Even as the saying, the Bible says there's a time for everything. So I tried my best not to overdo also. The little time that I had, I'd look for them and spend time with them, and build my career, because in your 20 in your late 20s and your early 30s, that's the only time that you can build your career and establish a basement. So for me, I knew that for this is the time that I have to build my career. So even if I have to take it that I lose some of my friends, then be it. But I will explain to them that it was not my well doing that I wanted to lose them.
How do you personally manage your time while balancing work and leisure time?
But then, when I get my free time, surely I tell you, for those who know me, I am a cheerful person. I go to crazy extents. I organize trips. Uh, I organize meetings. I do trips, traveling. I make sure that within those few hours that I had for myself, that I made myself happy. So it's good that you know how to balance it. Because for sure, we are in this life and life is for the living. So you have to live your life. Make sure that you have the best and you give out the best of yourself. So it's good to, when you have that time to rest, or you have that time to go out for a swim, you have that time to go out for to listen to music, to drive, just do it. Because yeah, that is how it is what it is.
So, going forward, how would you advise our listeners whose goal this year is to manage their time wisely and still be able to achieve their goals? What would you tell them to do, or how do they go about it?
I work mostly on in the field, so most of the time you'll find me in the field, and you you'd find me uh, getting dirty. I do get dirty, I tell you, for sure. There's a day I came home and no one wanted to even look at me because I was full of I think it's grease. I had grease all over my body, my clothes, some clothes that I just couldn't wear them again from that day. So uh, getting dirty, you have to get dirty for you to earn that living, or to earn to make a living. So it it needs you to also get to be patient enough and to work hard. Yeah, because your results of your hard work is what will propel you to the next level. If you never put those goals or that hard work in it, you never get to understand or realize the blessings of hard work. So for me, I'd say giving a chance, you just go for it and give it your best shot. You never know that there's so many people maybe who have been looking at it, and they know that when someone gets into this job, they know that this job will be done the best way. And if at all your company can propose you to be, if they want someone to be done to do a certain job, they will only propose you to do it. And you, when you become reliable and trustworthy, and also someone who gives their all to tasks, you become indispensable. You become someone whose whose work ethic has given him an override in terms of it just speaks for itself. So it's good to give it your all in everything that you do.
So finally, Mwadime, are you available for mentorship? And if you are, where can one find you? I have really looked for you online and I don't think I've seen your presence there. But if you do have a presence online, just let our listeners know, and if there's a way they can reach out to you, let them know so that they can actually do that.
So how to find me? I'm not a social media guy so much, but you can get me on my Facebook page, just Emmanuel Mwas. Yeah, I think I only do Facebook at times, not on my phone. When I'm seated in my laptop is when I get Facebook time, because yeah, that is one of the discipline that I had to learn. I had to remove all the Facebook in my phones so that I don't get to spend most times in Facebook. So the little time that I'm seated on the desk is when I can just have a chat on the desk, and I know very well that I won't sit on the desk for a whole day. So I have like 2-3 hours. So those 2-3 hours, maybe 10-20 minutes, I may check something there. So you can find me on my Facebook page, Emmanuel Moas, and on WhatsApp if you have my number.
On January 21st, 1986, National Hugging Day was established and celebrated for the first time in the United States. The annual celebration was created by Reverend Kevin Zabuni. The idea of a National Hug Day is to encourage everyone to hug family and friends more often. So go ahead and offer hugs on this day. Now you know. Thank you for listening to Mwalimu Kipepeo. I have been your host, Jasmine Wambwe. Remember to be kind to everyone around you at work, even as you strive to reach your goals. For now, it's goodbye and God bless.